Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to click on my video. And I just want to say thank you. If this is your first time, if you return it, if you clicked on here by accident, shout out to y'all because I appreciate it. Now, for the people in the back who have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Just boop, hit that subscribe button for me, please. I'm just saying thank you in advance. Listen, this is something different. Real quick, on what I'm about to do. I watched a crime documentary last night. I watch them every day. I am obsessed with crime documentaries. Even if I heard it before, I'm still obsessed with them if I listen to it twice because it's like I didn't hear it for the first time. Or maybe I missed something in the first episode or missed something the first time I watched it. Long story short, I literally fall asleep with this stuff in my ear, y'all. My husband thinks I'm insane. He's like, who falls asleep listening to people being, y'all know, you gotta sometimes be sensitive to YouTube, but y'all know what I mean, upper room. So I'm like, me, I love it. So long story short, I was listening and I thought this was a good story. I thought this was a good one. Like I said, I'm gonna give it to you in my own version. I do not mean to offend anybody, probably except for the people that actually committed the crime. Yeah, I really don't have no sympathy for them. I'm just simply saying I really don't, because, you know, they did something that's, you can't say back, and bitch, are you crazy? Anyway, so I'm going to give y'all it in my version of me telling y'all this story. Okay, this is a story of two twin girls that took their mama to the upper room. Y'all heard me right. Yeah, they took their mama to the upper room. I'm going to give y'all a little back history, a little backstory, and then I'm going to get to the main event. Okay. What ended up happening was, okay, you got Nikki, who's the mom. Nikki was born in prison. She was born in prison, which says her mama was in prison. Her mama was out there in them streets. So her mama was for the streets, and that's what happened. So long story short with that, the grandma, which is the mom's mom, ends up taking Nikki in and raising Nikki. But like any typical teenager, you got an older person trying to take care of you. Any typical teenager feel like they could take advantage of that and want to do whatever they want to do. Long story short, Nikki wanted to do whatever she wanted to do. Nikki wanted to hang. Nikki wanted to party. Nikki wanted to do her. And apparently grandma must have had some rules that Nikki wasn't okay with. And I'm like, bitch, you staying with somebody else at this point because your mama over there is in jail or prison and she can't do nothing for you. So you should be grateful. But you know how kids are. We ain't, sometimes as kids, we ain't never grateful. We always want more than we could have. But anyway, that's not the point. So during that time of grandma raising Nikki, Nikki at some point at age 16 decided she had enough of her grandma. Grandma got too many rules. Grandma ain't letting me do what I want to do. I said, bitch, you better be lucky grandma took your ass in because you could have been in the foster system. But you know, that's a whole other story. So Nikki decided at 16 that she was going to move out. Now at 16, I'm sitting here saying, bitch, you got a job? How you taking care of yourself at 16? And she wasn't. She was going from pillow to post, pillow to post. She was staying wherever she can and whoever she could stay with, right? Long story short, on this particular night, her and her good girlfriend decided they was going to go and hang out, hit them streets, party, little hoary. Y'all know how it is, you know, teenager things, right? So they decided to go to a club. I said, I've been there and done that. Been in the club at 17, 18, 19, use fake ID and all. Because you know, back in them days, they wasn't scanning ID. All they was doing was looking at it, the birthday. And that was it. So, you know, that time in that era, I understood why she was going to the clubs. Because I was at the clubs at 17 too. 16, 17. No, I started clubbing at 17. And you know you're supposed to be 21. But that ain't the point. This ain't about me. But I understood Nikki at this point. So anyway, so her girlfriend decided they want to go out. Boom. She meets a man. An older man, I might add. Okay, her and the older man start to vibe and start kicking it and start talking. The next thing you know, I don't know if they was dating, but they was dating. I'm not sure if they was really dating. I think he was just smashing and grabbing. If you just want to know the truth. And it comes to find out he was the owner of the club that they was at. So I said, sir, so you definitely knew she was underage. But okay, I see. I mean, Anyway, so like I said, She ends up getting pregnant by the club owner, the older man that she was dating, right? But when she told him, he was like, uh, girl, you better do something with that because I don't want no kids. I don't want no kids with you. This was just something for fun. Comes to find out, he was married, you guys. Yes, because you believe that asshole was married. I said, mother, you got the audacity. Not only are you out here cheating on your wife, but you cheating raw dog style. So supposing little Nikki had something, not saying you did, Nikki, you know, God bless the dead, but not saying you did. But I'm just simply saying, how many other younger women was he doing that with? And then going back to sleep with his wife. Gross. Anyway, so he was like, I got different plans. Ain't happening. So Nikki now has to raise her kids by herself. So 18 years old, she had her twin girls, Jazz and Taz. I said, okay. They said one looked like Nikki and one looked like her baby daddy. I said, who is he? Because we still didn't get the baby daddy name. And he shouldn't be able to get off scot-free. He should have been in his girls' lives. But anyway, that ain't the point. So Nikki in the beginning was trying to do the best she can, raise her kids. You know, it's hard. It's 18. Life is out there in them streets. Your friends is partying. You here with 2 damn babies. Basically, you're stuck with 2 damn babies. Let's be clear. Yes, we all know babies are a blessings, but god damn it, it can be hard too. It could be stressful, it could be unwanted, it could be a number of things. Especially when you're young. Because who wants to not hang out with their friends in real talk? Like in reality, who don't want to hang out with their friends on a regular basis at 18, 19, 20, 17? Yeah, I know. So anyway, so Nikki decides to come up with this bright ass idea to say, you know what? I could leave him with my grandma, which is their great grandma. She did a job with me. I mean, I know they're going to be safe because, look, she took me in. I know she'll take their asses in. So Nikki decided that she had to go back home to her grandma. I said, oh, no, Nikki, wasn't you too grown to be with grandma at the time? Oh, now you need some help. Now your ass need to go back, right? Don't it always be like that? Always think you older than what you are, and you got this. I got this, and then turn around and have to take your ass back. That's what Nikki did. So in the process of that, Nikki, like I said, decided she was gonna leave her kids with the grandma. Nikki said, "Look, I love them, but this ain't my life. I am for the streets, and that is what I'm about to do." So what Nikki do? Nikki decided she's gonna go back out and hang out with her homegirls, and they was all gonna party. All y'all bitches is trifling because I probably none of y'all said, damn bitch, don't you need to be a mom? But you know, like I said, she was 18 and you want to be young, but you have kids, but you still want to party. You still want to live life. So that's what Nikki did. She left him with the grandma. Now, mind you, I said to myself, if y'all don't realize this is generational. Because mama left you with her. Now you leaving your kid. So grandma might be the only straight and narrow person in this family at this point. Anyway, so Nikki out in the streets partying hard and grandma is raising the kids. From what I'm understanding, the girls was polite. They yes ma'am, no sir. One liked to dance, one liked to play the piano. They was real good in school. I said, so grandma was out here doing her thing. Grandma said, look, I got this. I was built for this. I'm like forward, tough. You know, I'm built for this life. So in the process, like I said, grandma was raising the kids. So as time goes by, Nikki starts to get older. She starts to get older and realize, like, wait a second. I got 2 twin girls. And they are now 16. So all this time, your ass is out there partying, shaking that ass, getting it up, tooting and booting, getting men, having fun, while grandma was raising your kids. They looked at Nikki as the big sister, the fun big sister, if I may add. Why? Because she wasn't the parent. Grandma was the parent, and she was just the fun big sister. So, like I said, Nikki got older, and I guess her partying ways kind of like slowed down. And she was like, oh, okay. I had enough of this life. Now let me be a mom. But no, that wasn't the reason why she decided to be a mom. You know what happened? What? She ends up meeting a man 30 years older than her. I said, oh, so you decided to change your life and get in your kid's life because you got you a new man, an older man, a man that could probably provide and help you out with your girls. Because from what I'm understanding, his name was Robert and he loved the girls. he took into the girls or whatever. Now, did the girls really take into him? Probably not, because, you know, who the hell is this man? We ain't had no male figure in our life all this motherfucking time. Not even our own goddamn daddy. And here you come, Papa Smurf. I'm just saying because he was older. He ain't in the upper room just yet. Not that I know of. Let me just say that because it's been some years. But that's not the point. So, Nikki decides, you know, I'm going to get my girls. We're going to all, no, Robert suggested they all move in together. So Nikki decides she's going to go to grandma, great grandma now, and go get the kids. Now, mind you, the girls was fine over there with grandma from what I'm understanding. So I don't even know why you took your little happy-go-lucky ass over there and disrupted their whole flow. You can't go from being the fun big sister to now I'm going to tell you what the hell to do because this is my house type of thing. And I don't know how well that's going to go. You got to crawl before you walk. So you should have walked that shit into slowly. You should start taking them on the weekends and then coming throughout the week. Y'all know, kids do not adapt to shit too easy. Like, especially if, I don't know how much they was getting away with grandma. Because like I said, great grandma was older. And she couldn't keep up with the girls. So they would probably had a little bit more freedom over there. But they were still well-mannered. They wasn't out there taking people to the upper room. So anyway, so they decide to move in, and long before you know it, things just wasn't going the way she thought it would go, right? So we're going to go forward just a tad bit more. One day, police is outside. They're in a gated community, mind y'all. Police is, I guess, out there patrolling, because, you know, I don't know, patrolling, because, you know, they make the neighbors feel safe, because in my community, we have police patrolling in here too. And don't know shit happen over here. I be like, so we are paying a HOA for them just to ride through this bitch and do nothing. Half the time they probably sleep. Child, that's a whole nother story. They don't be doing nothing. And don't nothing over here be happening. Anyway, so while the police was riding through the neighborhood, here come one of the twins running out the house. Help! Help! Banging on the damn man window like, oh, my mother's dead. I just found my mother dead. I just found my mother dead. So the police goes inside, and when they go in there, they said it was a bloody scene. It was everywhere, y'all. I mean, the moment you probably basically stepped in, it seemed like it was there. On the walls, on the couch, on the floor, on the pots, the pans, the spoons, the knives, the bowls, the plates, everywhere. The cabinet, I'm probably over-exaggerating at this time, but it was a lot of blood because I did see the crime scene. It was a lot of blood everywhere. Drag mark, footprints. I mean, it was just a lot going on. So they said, okay, you know, they got the girls inside the ambulance trying to check out the scene at this point. So, you know, you got the detectives going all in, everybody trying to figure it out. So one detective said he went over to go check on the girls. But when he started going over to one of the girls, one of them started biting herself. I said, bitch, you hungry? I know I probably shouldn't have said that, but bitch, are you hungry? So he was like, hey, don't do that. She was like, I bite myself when I'm nervous. When I'm nervous, I'll be biting myself. So he was like, okay, but just calm down. And from what I understand, I'm not a doctor. I'm not even a professional. But they did say on this program that, you know, sometimes when people are nervous, they do self-harm. They bite themselves, bite their nails, you know, pull. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but that's what he said they do. And I do kind of think that and believe that. So I was like, okay, this little bitch is nervous. I mean, this little bitch is stressed the fuck out at this point. So she is trying to bite herself to the bone. Anyway, so after that little piece happened, so, you know, like I said, they got the police inside the house, surveying the scene or whatever. So now they found some bloody footprints. And they're like, oh my God, what is this? So now they got to find a trail. Follow the drip, follow the drip. So they following, they end up at the neighbor's house. And on the neighbor's door, it's some blood there, right? So the police was like, I knocked on the door. I was like, boom, boom, boom. And the man come to the door. It was like, hey. Excuse me. He was like, did you know what happened? And, did anybody come to your door? Can you give us any information? He goes, well, I don't know. I heard what happened, but I really don't know. So the police is like, well, excuse me, it's some blood right here on your door. And he was like, oh, what happened was earlier I was listening to a podcast and I heard a lot of her yelling and screaming and hooping and hollering. And a few minutes later, I heard somebody at my door. But I said to myself, that ain't my business. I hope they get the hell away from my door because I ain't got nothing to do with that. He ain't say it all like that, but that's pretty much what he was saying. So the police officer then gonna say some shit like, well, he didn't say it to the guy. He was like, well, if he would have just answered the door, she will be alive today. I said, no. If they decide to do an arm workout on their mama, she'll be alive today. That man ain't got nothing to do with it, because what they think happened is when the tussle happened in the house and the girls was jumping her, she kind of got free, in between, some way, somehow, they feel like that she got kind of free, and she was the one who went and knocked on the neighbor's door, and that's how the blood got there. But they end up dragging that ass back into the house and say, oh, bitch, we ain't finished with you yet. I said, well, damn, y'all was vicious. Sometimes, don't it make you scared of kids? Like, what the fuck? So anyway, and these are girls. Like, bitch, what is wrong? Ain't we supposed to be nurturing? Anyway, so the police now got to go back over to the house and survey the crime scene a little bit more. So now they at the crime scene, they got to now take the girls to the station and find out from them what the fuck happened. And this is what they said. So while in the police station, the police is asking the girls like, so what happened today? So they was like, oh, we went to school like 7:30, and this is how we came home and we found our mom like this. So they was like, do you think of anybody that would want to hurt your mom? And basically they was like Joe and Robert. So I'm sitting here like, Joe and Robert? Who the fuck is Joe and Robert? Well, Robert is the older man that she decided she was going to settle down with, and Joe was the side piece. Yes, Nikki had a side piece. So the girls threw out these two people's names. It's like, yeah, when she talk about Robert, though, she be saying my friend Robert, but when he in town, I guess it's a different story. And then one of the girls even said, that's like her sugar daddy. He was just known for her sugar daddy. I said, what y'all know about sugar daddies? Anyway, so now the police is like, okay, we need to find out what's going on with Robert. So, they giving us a part what happened with Robert at this point. Now, Robert said him and Nikki had a good relationship. Everybody said they had a good relationship. He knew Nikki wasn't going to be faithful. He only expected Nikki to be faithful while he was in town. I said, oh, you good. Oh, that was so nice of you. You going to let that lady cheat on you and you taking care of her? Oh, that's so nice. Man, listen. So he was like, he understood. He was like, because, the police ended up calling Robert in because now the girls don't threw his name out. So now they got to go and talk to Mr. Robert over there. So Robert, like I said, came in and he was like, no. He was like, first of all, I was hundreds of miles away. I was at work. And the girls did say they seen him the day before because he went back to work. But sometimes you could circle back and do what you got to do and then circle your ass back to where you was going on your original route. But thank God for GPS systems. Anyway, so when, like I said, they was questioning Robert. Robert was like, I understand, she was younger than me. It's a big age gap. I definitely understand. And I was on the road a lot. She gets lonely. All I was expecting is when I'm home, it's about me, basically. That's what I got from Robert. So they checked the GPS to find out where Robert was. Robert was hundreds of miles away. Robert said, I ain't got nothing to do with this. Hold on. But I don't know nobody who would want to hurt her. He didn't even give up the girls at this point because apparently they must have been having no issues, or he wasn't seeing no issues, or Nikki wasn't telling him nothing about these damn girls. I'm not sure how that worked because he was like, I don't know who would have did this. I love Nikki. I said, oh, poor little Robert. Robert loved Nikki, y'all. He was allowing Nikki to go out on them streets and cheat with Joe. Now let's see who they got to say about Joe. So now that the police cleared cleared Robert ass from all wrongdoing, now they gotta go find Joe. Because you remember, the girls brought Joe's name up. So boom, Joe's a barber. So they ended up finding the barbershop, walked up to Joe, was like, look, we just here to tell you Nikki died. They said he was distraught. They said he was hurt because he was smashing on Nikki. That was his boo thing at the time. So he said, the police asking him questions. So they was like, they felt like he was being honest with them because they asked him, what was y'all arguing about? He was like, Joe said, basically, I broke up with her. Like, she had a dude. I was getting serious with the other lady that I was with. So I knew our relationship wasn't going to go far because she had a whole nother situation. And so did I. So I just thought it would be time to break it off with her because I'm getting serious with old girl over here. So now the police is kind of like side-eyeing him. It's like, that's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. Can we see your arms and your legs, sir? So he was like, yeah. So he pulled up his arms because the police said, Nikki, one thing they do know about from the crime scene, that she fought for her life. So whoever the person was or persons, they was going to have some bruises, some marks, or anything else on it. And remind you, it was a knife used. Somebody did some arm exercises on that ass. So, he pulled up his sleeves, he pulled up his pants leg and was like, look, there's nothing here. He was like, I will cooperate fully with you guys. Whatever you guys want, I'm willing to help. So they was like, would you take a lie detector test? He was like, absolutely. Boom, he gets the lie detector test. Wasn't lying. He said what he said, and now Joe was cleared. I said, okay. So now that's 2 out of the 4. So it's 2 people left now. Now there's only Jazz and Taz. Now these little bitches gonna start giving their story on what happened with their mama. I said, y'all little bitches. So like I said, now that they finished with Joe, right? So now they like, okay, so let's go finish talking with these girls. So they got the other team over here talking to the girls still at the police station. So they realized, like, hold on, we've been in this police station for quite some time. These bitches still got on their coats and their gloves. Why the fuck they ain't take it off? It's warm as hell in here. Why they still got this shit on? So the police said, oh wait, before they even talk about the jackets, they said that morning they was late going to school because, you know, their mom was drunk or high or something. Their mom was drunk and high. And they went to go tell her that they was leaving, but she never answered and her room door was closed, right? So I was like, okay, their room door's closed, mama's in the room. So they said they just left. They missed the school bus, so they had to walk 2 miles to school. The detective was like, ooh, that's kind of far. I was like, it's far, but it ain't that damn far. I mean, 2 miles, yeah, that is a long walk, but it ain't that goddamn long. Well, then again, if it's cold in January, bitch, it's too cold to be walking to school. But anyway, these bitches had to walk to school because they missed their school bus, right? So while they asking them these questions and questioning them some more, that's when they realized, like, wait a second, why these 2 bitches still got they ain't say bitches, that's just me. Why do they still got their damn jacket on? They got their jacket and their gloves on. It's warm as hell in here. So they said, could you take off your gloves and your jacket? Baby, they said when they took that shit off, they had bumps, bruises, cuts, teeth bite marks and everything. So they looking at them like, so what happened here? They gonna tell them, oh, we got into a fight with each other. I said, bitch, y'all should have said that in the beginning if that was the case. Like, oh, let me tell you right now, me and my sister got into it because we always be getting into it. And let me just show y'all I got this right now. So y'all could have got that shit over with. But they was trying to hide it, of course. So as normal, it's not enough evidence just yet at this point to try to blame the girls, even though they got suspicion that it's their asses, but they ain't got enough evidence. So now they got to go back to the drawing board. Now they got to go to the autopsy people. They got to visit the crime scene again. It's a lot that's going on. So they gonna say, we gonna figure out what happened and we gonna get everything situated so we can find out who did it and put this person in jail or persons in jail. So they had to let the girls go. And I said, God damn it. These bitches gonna cloud 9, think like, oh, we just got away with that shit. And I was like, no, y'all didn't. They're just doing their investigation a little bit more. They ain't do all that dance shit. That was just me adding it. But y'all know my point. They were probably excited because I would have probably at 16, think about it. If I would have been like, oh, y'all gonna release me? And I know I just did that shit. I'm happy. I mean, y'all ain't got nothing on me. So now the police done did the autopsy, right? So they trying to get down, they gotta get the results. So now remember I told y'all the girl said that their mama was high and drunk. It was like a little woohoo. And wrong answer because none of that was found in her toxicology. Is that how you say it? Nothing was found in her system. So I said, okay, so the police said, all right, wait a minute. They lied. So we got something on them. They lied because that's not how their mama was. And not even just that, but I did tell y'all in the beginning, it was over 80 puncture wounds. I'm going to say it like that. So that means they was getting a hell of a workout going on. I mean, for real, for real. So I said, these bitches is crazy. And y'all walked to school after that shit? Bitch, y'all was strong. I ain't even trying to be funny right now, but y'all bitches was strong. Anytime y'all got all those wounds, and y'all had to do a lot of arm lifting because it wasn't like this. It had to be like this. And then y'all bitches walked to school. I guess that adrenaline, how you say it? Whatever, was working, baby. Was working. I was like, cause bitch, I would have been, whew. Okay, so now the police got to start the investigation. So now they calling all the friends and family about the twins, because now they think the twins did it. So now they calling all the family and friends and trying to find out some information. And whoo, baby, did they find out a lot. They come to find out they beat their mama up before. They jumped her, and she had to call the police on that ass. I said, them little bitches would have been gone. I promise y'all, they would have been gone. Not in my house. Oh, no, y'all bitches ain't gonna jump me. And think y'all still gonna stay here that same fucking day? Y'all got me fucked up. Anyway, they was mad at their mama because they felt like their mama was being a hypocrite, which at 16, you would think, here you go, gonna drop me off to your great grandma over there. You went and partied and did whatever you wanted to do. Now you got us here. Now we gonna tell us we gotta follow your rules because they was skipping school, which we didn't know. Now they telling them all the details. When they was with grandma, they was skipping school too. And I guess grandma was allowing it because grandma probably saying, shit, I'm too old for this shit. I done did my time. Nikki, come and get your damn kids. And that's probably why Nikki was in the situation she was in. So, like I said, Nikki was trying to discipline them and try to keep them on the straight and narrow, but they was like, oh, hell no to the no, bitch. You out here doing what you want to do, so we going to do what we want to do. And you know, as twins, they going to stick the motherfucking together. Them bitches ragtag that ass. They jumped her in her own house. Will she pay bills? Y'all don't pay shit. Baby, that would have been the first and last time. I promise you. First of all, let me just tell you what I would have did. I would have, one by one, I would have got their asses before I put their asses out my house. Because I would have whooped y'all asses. Bitch, I may not be able to beat y'all together. But, bitch, I know I could take one of y'all on at a time. And whoever is the first one in my path is going to get it. You hear me? Get it. Yes. You going to fight me like a bitch in the street? Oh, okay. So I'm going to fight you back like a bitch in the street. And then if we forgive each other when it's all said and done, then we forgive each other. But after that, I don't even think I could rock with you no more. Because I feel like, as your mother, did you just put your hands on me? But thinking again, Nikki, you was their sister. You wasn't being their mother. So they probably thought they was fighting their sister, not their mother. They big sister trying to tell them what to do. And you ain't going to tell us what to do. We going to do us. So, yeah, Nikki called police on her ass. And she let them back. No. At that point, I would have been scared of my own fucking kids. I ain't even gonna lie. Ain't no way in hell y'all bitches gonna jump me and then come back. Child. Okay, we come to find out Nikki didn't want to tell nobody that the girls was beating that ass. Because she was embarrassed. Because you know, as black mamas, we don't be tolerating that bullshit. Because that's what they said, and you know, in the black community. So I'm just going to simply say it. As black mamas, we don't tolerate that bullshit. You put your hands on me, I'm definitely going to put my hands back on you. And we're going to thump this shit out. But see, this is all according to how you raise your kids. Like, your kids should never raise their hands at you. You should never raise your hands at your kids. I do not believe in beating kids. As much shit as I talk, y'all, I do not believe in beating kids. I promise y'all I don't. I don't believe, because I don't feel like you should hit somebody because you angry with them. That shit is the most stupidest thing I've ever heard. And I hated that when I was younger. But that's a whole nother story, a whole nother topic. Even though I didn't get beat that much. I barely got beat. But you know, when my mama whooped my ass. But I ain't try to hit her ass back either. Shit. If I thought I was getting that, you think I'm going to try to hit her back some? Baby, my mama probably would have, I'm just simply saying. But it's all according to how you raise your kids. Nikki didn't want to tell nobody what was going on. And Nikki, that's your fault. Because, bitch, I would have told everybody. Everybody would have known. Police would have known. Because I would have put my hands back on you. I feel like I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't believe in hitting kids. But you hit me, I'm hitting your ass back. I promise you. No. You know better. You know not to hit. And you know not to hit an adult. I don't fucking hit you. So why are you hitting me? And from what we hear from Nikki, Nikki didn't even hit their asses back. She just let them beat her up. Nikki, girl, was you really black? I'm just simply saying. Okay, so now the police, of course they asking all the people in the relation and that had some type of relationship with them. So the best friend is was telling the police, was like, yeah, a couple of days before this happened, Nikki called me, distressed as fuck, talking about if something happened to her, it's the girls. She had to put a bolt lock on the inside of her bedroom door so them bitches couldn't get in. I said, I wish y'all motherfucking would. Yeah, Nikki was doing what she was doing because she felt bad that she didn't raise her kids. And let me explain something. As much shit as I told, don't nobody got a handbook about how to raise kids and how to be a fucking perfect parent. Bottom line. And at the end of the day, at least you let their asses and somebody that cared about their asses. Because grandma cared about them. And so now that I want to try to do better, you going to fault me for that? If y'all don't get your little raggedy asses out of here, that bitch locked herself in her own bedroom. I promise y'all that wouldn't have been me. Y'all would have left my house first before I got a bolt lock myself in my bedroom in a house that I'm paying for. Yes, granted, it's our house, but I'm not locking my goddamn doors. Bitches, y'all be going first. If I got a fear for my life because I wasn't the best parent in the world and y'all bitches want to take that shit out on me now, you know what? I mean, I wasn't that good before, so I might as well not be good right now. Y'all bitches gotta go. I'm sorry. I feel like shit, you ain't raised their asses from the beginning of the time. You only had them in there for a couple of goddamn months and they in there whooping on that ass. And now you trying to still protect them? I don't fucking know. They would have went back. Either went back to grandma. They wouldn't have been at my house. I would have went down to the police. Y'all gotta take them. With the court system. I don't even know what was the rules back in 2010 to just drop your fucking kids off somewhere to the police station or some shit. I don't want these motherfuckers. I'm sorry. I'm scared as fuck. I'm locking myself in my own damn bedroom because I don't know if these bitches gonna come in here and do something to me. Baby. But I understand what Nikki was doing. Nikki was trying to make up, and Nikki felt like she was at fault. But see, Nikki, where you messed up at is when you felt like you was. I mean, you not even kinda. You was at fault. But at the end of the day, there should be no reason. No reason. If you didn't put your hands on their asses, even if you did at this point, because you their mama. But, because some people believe in that. But even if you did, they do not have the right to put their hands on you and jump that ass. I'm sorry. I would have been picking up sticks, tables, chairs, microwave stoves, refrigerators. I don't even know at this point. I would have got some extra energy from somewhere. I would have whooped them bitches' asses. Taz and Jazz. Yeah, y'all would have got fucked up with a mother like me. I'm just saying, for real, for real. So now the police got to go back to the crime scene and start basically, it's not like starting over from scratch, but saying, okay, we must have missed something. Let's go through this crime scene. Let's comb it all through and see what we can find. Boom. They get to the girl's room, and this goes to show you how fucking stupid and immature they are. These bitches decide to put the shit on, shoes that they gonna kill their mama in, put them bitches in the closet. Then they must have ripped out her hair at some point, balled it up, put it in a piece of tissue inside the closet. I said, y'all gotta be stupid as fuck. Why would you, I'm not trying to tell you how to get away with a crime, but what I'm simply saying is, why would you take shit and put it inside your closet? Do you not think it's going to be an investigation? Y'all probably didn't even think about this when y'all was doing it. It probably came and happened so goddamn fast. One of y'all probably started that shit and went out of control first, and the other one just followed. And just said, fuck it. Then they also found, like, journals. They was writing to each other in journals. I guess it's like text messages. That's what the guy referred it to. It's like being back and forth with text messages. They writing back and forth how they need to get rid of their mama. They hate it there. I said, bitch, then go. What the fuck is you stopping? What's stopping you? She gonna look for you? You don't want her to find you when she go to sleep at night. Walk y'all big grown asses, since that's what y'all think y'all are. Go on up the street. Go on walk somewhere. Your mama did it at 16. I'm pretty sure y'all can figure that shit out at 16 too. Or shit, take your asses back to your grandma. Y'all ain't got to do this to y'all mama. Child. So as the police is waiting for all this evidence and stuff to come back, because they don't want to mess up nothing just yet, because they feel like the girls done been through a lot throughout their whole entire lives and yada, yada, yada. I said everybody got a song and dance, but everybody ain't how you out here people. I'm just simply saying, we ain't know how. Everybody got some shit with them. Anyway, so long story short, the blood analysis come back. Boom. It's their blood mixed in with their mama blood all on the wall and shit. You remember I told you they had cut marks, bite marks? And remember the little girl was in there trying to eat herself? She was just trying to do that shit to distract, to say it was her biting herself or her sister biting her because they was fighting and carrying on. These little heifers went back to school like nothing happened and trying to live their best little stupid ass lives that they thought they was going to live, but only living for a short minute because after that, them bitches was arrested. As soon as everything came back, them bitches was arrested. And I was like, good for y'all goofy asses. Anyway, like I said, they had all the marks and stuff. So everything was just adding up. And boom, we got the evidence right here. Now we're going to see how they're going to lie the fuck out of this one. Okay, so now, you know, they end up arresting the two girls. One got arrested at home and one got arrested at school. I said, oh, you still going to school? And one stayed at home? Okay. So anyway, long story short, with all the evidence and everything that was happening, that was going on, it took them 3 years to get the motherfucking trial. I said 3 years? These bitches are 19 now. So I think what they was doing was, because they wanted to try them as adults. Okay, so now they adults. Even though the crime happened when they were 16, I mean, is that considered adult still? Because, you know, sometimes they be like, adults are 16, like, consenting age is 16, 14, 13, I don't even fucking know. But anyway, so now the trial already happened in 2013. Now, mind you, they did this shit back in 2010. So with all the evidence that they got against these girls, they's like, look, bitch, we don't want to spend the rest of our life in jail. And that's what it's looking like. Can we do a plea? Can we plead? Can we plead this out, please? So long story short, they gotta, in order for them to get a plea and not spend life in jail, which I think is bullshit. But you know, that's just my opinion. You had the balls to go and stab him, and you had the balls to take your mama to the upper room. You got the balls to do the time for that. I mean, I'm just simply saying, like, hello, but that's not my call. Anyway, so they said, all right, can we take a deal? So the prosecutors was like, all right, we'll do a deal with y'all. I'm not going to tell y'all what y'all sentence is going to be just yet, but you got to confess on camera and tell us what the fuck happened. And you got to be truthful. I said, oh boy, let's see how this one goes. All right, I think this is bullshit. I think it's bullshit. They gonna talk about their mama was upset from the night before and she was still mad. She woke up the next morning cursing them out, swinging pot. I said, that bitch was scared of y'all. Swinging what pot? Y'all just told us, we just found out that bitch was scared of y'all. She wasn't hitting on y'all. And then they gonna sit here and tell us that, oh, she was acting crazy, so she went to go hit one sister and she started choking her, so I decided to go hit her in the head with a vase. So why didn't it end there? If that's all you was doing, was trying to get her up on your sister, why didn't it end there? I'm just saying. The story that y'all giving is bullshit. Y'all trying to make it seem like it was y'all mama, and it wasn't y'all mama. It was 2 against 1. Regardless of how the situation was looking and how it was going, y'all jumped her, and y'all... her. I'm just saying, like, what? Y'all get y'all asses out of here. All right, the police is not buying their story because they trying to make it seem like they was the good girls all the whole time and they was just fed for their damn life. So I was like, you know what? They gonna make themselves look good. Who wouldn't? In all honesty, okay, I'm up for it. And I don't want to go to prison for the rest of my life. Not at 16 and now I'm 19. I don't want to be here forever. So let me see what I can do and how I can say this. And look, try to make that bitch look like she was crazy. And like she did it to us, and we was just defending ourselves. We ain't behind it, bitch, because none of that story matched with none of the stuff that happened on the scene. Y'all mama was fighting for her dear life. And now y'all got to live with this for the rest of y'all life, little heifers. And y'all know, after they did all that to their mama, them bitches went to school like a regular school day. Had lunch, talked to their friends, hung out a little bit, and then decide to take their asses home and discover what they did. Y'all bitches are psycho. Okay, so now after the prosecution and looked over at the tapes of these bitches lying and trying to make themselves look like the Holy Ghost spirit up in there, they was like, no, because they wanted the 10 years. 10 years my ass. Nah, them bitches violated their mama. Long story short, they end up getting 30 with and parole, or with parole or some shit like that. Like, I guess they gotta do some time, and I guess they can go up for parole, but they can only do up to 30 years unless they get into trouble some more. I think they got off kind of light, if you want to know the truth, because them bitches be out of jail when they 46. They can still live a whole life after that. A whole entire life after that. And they in separate jails. So y'all did all that, and y'all still not even together. Y'all still separate. That's what y'all little dumbasses get. Anyways, yeah, so they're not gonna be released until 2040. Man, that's a long ass time. I wonder their asses is doing in jail now. What, they still there? I hope they is there. And they didn't even get charged with murder. They charged them with manslaughter. I said, but they still got 30 years. Even though I think they should get more, but that's not my business. That's not my problem. Because that's what the judge said. The judge gave them what they thought they should get. And he thought 30 years was good enough. And then plus I don't even think you can give kids life anymore. And it's some type of shit that's going on. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head right now. But I know it's something where you can't give somebody at a certain age life because, that's just not good, I guess. What the fuck ever. But y'all, these two bitches are in jail. They won't be getting out until they're 46. Hopefully, they have to do their whole entire 30 years in jail separate. Now y'all by yourselves. Now y'all got a new bunkie. Y'all got new roommates and all that other good stuff. I don't want nothing to happen to y'all in jail because it ain't that damn serious. I don't want nothing to happen to y'all anyway. But, I'm just simply saying, I think y'all should have got longer and y'all should have did more time. But, y'all, this story was fucking crazy. I said, y'all really took y'all mother to y'all really sent that bitch to the upper room? Y'all know y'all gotta live with that for the rest of y'all lives, right? I hope y'all mama is haunting y'all. I hope y'all, every time you close your goddamn eyes to get some rest, I hope that bitch appear in your dreams. It's like, boo. And disappear. Just boo. Every time you, boo. Every time you close your eyes, so all you're gonna see is her face and her saying boo. Y'all, that was a story of, Jazz, Taz, and Nikki, the two twins that took their mama to the upper room and wailed on that ass. What y'all think? I'm just saying. That was crazy, right? All right, y'all. All those aside, not even jokes aside, all seriousness at this point. Thank you guys for watching. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Until I do another video like this, I'm out.